If you have been in the Bitcoin and crypto market for any amount of time, you know about the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as the good old SEC. Over the past few years, we have seen this government agency dip its toe into regulating the broader crypto market. Going all the way back to 2018, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's Director of Corporate Finance, William Hinman, announced that the commission would not be treating Ether or Bitcoin as securities. The SEC's announcement was in line with the comments of SEC Chairman Jay Clayton, who noted the difference between cryptocurrencies and digital tokens, saying that cryptocurrencies as replacements for sovereign currencies were not securities, while digital assets revolving around a venture are often securities. This announcement was delivered via a speech by William Hinman at the Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit. In May 2022, the Securities and Exchange Commission announced the Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit in the Division of Enforcement, which will grow to 50 dedicated positions. SEC Chair and Mr. Burns' doppelganger, Gary Gensler, stated, "The U.S. has the greatest capital markets because investors have faith in them, and as more investors access the crypto markets, it is increasingly important to dedicate more resources to protecting them." Given his experience teaching about Bitcoin, blockchains, and money at MIT, he has taken charge with regulation and protections. Fast forward to today, and now we have an investigation of securities on the world's most popular exchange, Coinbase. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is investigating Coinbase on suspicion it allowed U.S. people to trade unregistered securities. SEC allege that 7 cryptocurrencies listed on Coinbase were securities. In a separate insider trading case against a former Coinbase employee a few days prior, the SEC had named 9 cryptocurrencies listed on Coinbase as securities. The SEC still has vague rules for defining how cryptocurrencies might be deemed securities, but treating tokens as securities will significantly increase the regulatory oversight. And given how aggressively the authorities are going after crypto, most tokens will be quote-unquote under attack and will likely be deemed securities. It would lead to the respective coins being delisted from exchanges, penalties for exchanges, as well as teams that created the coins, among other things. So what's the solution? Enter Portal DeFi. So what is Portal? Portal is a new self-hosted layer 2 wallet and DEX on the Bitcoin network, engineered from scratch to make atomic swaps between Bitcoin and other digital assets fast, secure, and private. Portal is building DeFi on top of Bitcoin's blockchain to offer a wide range of DeFi services while maintaining anonymity within open, transparent markets. Users can participate in DeFi services like staking, lending, etc., without giving up control over their funds and without compromising their privacy. It facilitates the private off-chain execution of smart contracts for asset issuance, swaps, staking, liquidity, derivatives, and more, all peer-to-peer without third-party custody or control. Its Layer 2 and Layer 3 technologies enable zero-knowledge cross-chain swaps and censorship-resistant communications. Thanks to the robust security of the Bitcoin network, Portal eliminates minting wrapped coins, i.e. wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped Ethereum, or risking staking with intermediaries. By bringing a fast peer-to-peer layer to exchange with the speed of centralized exchanges but with privacy, Portal is delivering the promise of self-sovereignty for everyone. Portal atomic swaps move provable execution of cross-chain contracts to layers 2 and 3, which allows the speed and liquidity of centralized alternatives with the trust minimization guarantees of Bitcoin. Moreover, transactions are much faster and cheaper than layer 1 transactions. The peer-to-peer atomic swaps underpinning Portal provide true decentralization, enabling users to trade native layer 1 assets across different blockchains without delays, block funds, or exploits. There is no central server or host, and in atomic swaps, either the entire transaction occurs completely and both parties receive the exchange assets, or the transaction rolls back and both parties retain ownership of their existing assets. There's no room for either party to exploit any stage of the transaction. It also uses Bitcoin's hash time-like contracts to ensure that users retain full control of the funds offered up in trade, preventing counterparty risk and loss of funds. So let's take a quick deep dive into Portal. To access Portal, you can go to portaldefi.com, and when you visit the website, you will be greeted by this lovely front page that states your gateway to uncensorable applications. As I stated before, Portal DeFi is a decentralized financial platform that blends the best of Bitcoin and Layer 2. And as you scroll the website, you can see the promise of peer-to-peer decentralized swaps. And they mention using Fabric, where we enable web scale and serverless infrastructure with strong privacy and security guarantees. As you look further into the website, you can see their data and computation markets, along with information about Fabric as well. And of course, whenever we look at any project, you want to check out the team, which here, Eric Martindale, the CEO, Jack Mills, the COO, along with others, have experience in this market and have finally figured out a way to put DeFi on Bitcoin without sacrificing your privacy. Of course, whenever we look at projects, you want to do as much digging as possible, and you want to check out some of the articles that have been written about Portal as well. Another step is to check out their white paper, which describes in detail how Portal is DeFi on Bitcoin. Published in June 2020, this document allows you to look through and see how centralized middlemen to DeFi work. It shows you about Fabric. It tells you about atomic swaps, layer 1 and 2, the properties of Portal, atomic swap protocols, and more. And the best thing about this new project is that it solves problems that have been discussed in the Bitcoin community for years. And going forward, in order for us to trust our different companies and securities and token swaps, we have to have a solution like this, and Portal DeFi seems to solve that. If you want more information, make sure to visit portaldefi.com, visit the website, read the white paper, and check out below where you can actually get whitelisted on their website.